Next, we're going to take a look at the survey setup page. Let's take a look to see just how we set up a survey and link them together and access the full power of the survey engine. We get there by clicking the Survey Setup link under Configure, Sales Funnel Setup, and Survey Setup. When you first enter the Survey Setup page, you can see that you're about to edit the default survey. The default survey is the one used in your sales funnel. You can make multiple surveys with the Add button. Each survey has its own URL, so you can use surveys to get feedback from your existing customers, prospects, or newsletter subscribers. You can also have a survey triggered by the answer to another survey question. We'll explain a little bit more about that. The next section, Content Showing About the Survey, is where you can add additional information you wish to show that makes sense only to this particular survey. You then have the ability to decide with the Show Page Content as well as Survey Content Above switch whether you want to show this content and your default content, or only this content, or only the default content. This allows you to make as many custom surveys as you like, each with its own content above them to explain the intent of the survey. Now we look at the data collection section. You can enable and disable any of the data fields as well as rename them. Set the sort order you wish them to display in, and decide if they are to be mandatory or not. The lower the sort order, the higher up on the list. 0 or negative sort order will make them go invisible. You can also use the Show Hide link to automatically set sort order to hide the field. By clicking on the Hidden Fields link, you can see all of the data fields that are available to be used in your survey. Finally, we have the Survey Questions area. This is where you construct your survey question by question and answer by answer. You will see that you have the ability to enter a question number. We recommend numbering them 10 at a time. So down the road, if you want to insert a question between two questions, you can do so without having to reorder your list. You can then enter the question and select the answer types you're planning to use. These can be radio buttons for simple yes, no, or maybe type answers, where there are 2 or maximum 3 answers, and they can only select 1. After 3 answers, you could still use this, but it would be more convenient to use the drop-down. Checkbox is used when you want to allow people to select more than one answer to your question. Text box is where you want a short answer in free-form text. Text area is where you want to allow them to leave comments or something a bit longer in free-form text. When we click the Show Answers button, say for example beside the Would you like to schedule an appointment, we can take a look at how this is all set up. In this example, you will see we have a next survey showing under Actions beside the Yes answer. If we click on that Actions link, we see a number of options become available. We can subscribe them to a newsletter series of our choice. We can set their priority based upon the answer to a question. We can direct them to another survey. In this case, if they answer yes, they'd like to schedule an appointment, we've actually directed them to the next survey. We also could send them to a different gateway page. So rather than going to the thank you page directly, we can direct them to another page that would be more specific to an answer they've given us. For example, if they answered they wanted to get a hair straightening, a very high ticket item in a salon, we may want to send them to a page of information and a few videos showing this process and explaining our expertise in it, versus the standard final page. This is the power of the sales funnel. It can be as simple or as comprehensive as you wish.